What is it that you could make an instant change in your life so that you can actually go in the direction where you want to go? Something really simple. I'm all about giving you really simple, easy things to do, because it's all the little things that you do, it's all the simple stuff that you actually do, creating the really good habits that's actually going to give you what you want. But what do you think I'm thinking about right now? There's one element I want you to really focus on today. Okay, all right, well, I'll tell you, because you may not have any idea what I'm talking about. It's that self-awareness. Now, before we continue about self-awareness, because you're thinking, oh yeah, Tiff, what's self-awareness got to do with, you know, being successful in, you know, in my entrepreneur life or my sports life? Well, I'm going to share that with you. So before we get started, my name's Tiffany Mika. I'm the high performance entrepreneur coach, and I work with entrepreneurs and athletes in taking them to the top of the pinnacle of their business and their sport. So we're going to be talking about self-awareness today. So how important is self-awareness? Oh, it is so important, because if you're not aware what's actually going on around you, like what you're actually doing, how are you going to achieve what it is that you want to achieve? You would have heard me talking about self-belief, making decisions and so on, right? They're all parts of the success puzzle. This is another part of the success puzzle, right? It's creating that self-awareness. So are you aware of things that are, you know, that you're saying? Right? This is really simple stuff. The type of language that you're using, and I'm not talking about whether you're speaking English or French or German or whatever it is, right? I'm talking about the actual way in which you speak to yourself. How do you speak to yourself? Because now, if you're anything like me when I was growing up, my goodness, I used to speak to myself so poorly. I was always an idiot. All right, I never thought much of myself at all. So it came out in the body language as well. And I played international tennis and all that sort of stuff. I'm surprised, looking back, I'm surprised I even got to that level, because of how I thought about myself and what the words, the language I used to speak about myself was absolutely atrocious. Okay, I thought I was useless and hopeless at everything. I should give up, not even try anything. Yet I was really good at stuff, right? I had a really good physical ability in things, but with regards to the belief side of things and the way in which I spoke to myself, absolutely atrocious. So this is what I want to talk to you about. So how are you speaking to yourself? What kind of language are you actually using? Because if you're saying that you're an idiot, you're useless, you're a no-hoper, then there's this thing called the conscious and subconscious mind. You may have heard of it. Well, the conscious mind, that's your captain, and your subconscious mind's your crew. So if your conscious mind, right, is saying, I'm useless, I'm hopeless, your crew are getting to work going, okay, let's find all these things to make sure that you're useless and hopeless at, so that you don't achieve. Okay, so if you're thinking that, you're telling your crew, let's find a way to make sure that you're hopeless and useless, right? You're a no-hoper. However, if you use language in which you're saying, I am awesome, I am, you know, an excellent golf coach, I'm an excellent entrepreneur coach, I am an awesome wife, I'm an awesome auntie, right? Saying all those types of positive, using that positive language and saying, you know, I'm an awesome athlete, I'm highly proficient in all my skills, you know, I'm determined, I have the mindset of a champion, right? What's your crew going to do, right? Your subconscious mind, it's going to get to work, and it's going to be working on those things to make sure that that's what's actually going on for you, right? That you're actually achieving that. Interesting, isn't it? Something as simple as that. So if you're thinking that, right, let's look at it from a negative point of view. If you're thinking that you're useless and hopeless, then you're getting your crew to work saying, okay, we're useless and hopeless. The actions in which you take, right, so now we're taking it to the more physical, the actions in which you take, you're actually going to perform poorly at whatever it is. Doesn't matter if it's a career, business, entrepreneurship, sport, whatever. You're going to perform poorly because that's the way you feel. And also the body language. The body language tells a lot, right? If you're walking around like this, oh man, like far out, what's going on, I'm so useless, right? You're doing this kind of stuff. How do you expect to be able to live that high performance life, right? Reach your ultimate potential if you're walking around saying that to yourself. On the other hand, if you're saying, I'm an awesome coach, you know, I'm an awesome entrepreneur, I have a mindset of a champion, I'm an awesome athlete, right? You're going to be walking around and you're going to have your, you know, your shoulders back, chest out, right? Posture's going to be, you know, it's going to be nice and tall. When people see you, they're going to see this confident person. They go, wow, that person really knows what they're on about, right? They're really going to achieve what it is that they want. Whereas you see this person, oh, I don't know, right? They're looking for change. What do you think? Is that you? I really want you to think about that. Is that you? I want you to leave me a quick comment about that too below. Which type of person are you? Okay? So that's something about being self-aware, right? It's in the clothing that you wear. If you wear really daggy clothes, right? Like really daggy, don't bother washing your hair or you brush it or whatever. I mean, I have the messy look, right? I like the messy look. But if you don't, you know, dress well, if you don't dress like you're successful, again, how do you expect to be successful? Right? It's all about personal appearance. It's about what's going on in your mind. You've got to present yourself like you're a champion in whatever area or arena it is that you want to perform in. Entrepreneurship, sport. Act like the athlete, the champion, the mindset of a champion. Act like it is that you are right now. Don't be this one. Man, far out. Right? Do not be that person. You won't get what it is that you want. So the question I've really got for you today is really, are you self-aware of what's actually around you right now with you? No one else. It's got nothing to do with anyone else. How do you perceive yourself? Because that'll be an indication of whether you're going to go in the direction where you want to, which is, you know, we want to go to the top, right? We don't want to be just here. We want to be, keep going as far as we can. Bang. Right, be Superman. I love Superman. Right, as far as you can go. Push yourself as far as you can go. Because if you're this, yeah, I can do this. If you're this, no, I don't think so. Which one's going to win? Doesn't matter about ability, right? It's going to matter what's going on in here. Alright, so I hope you got a lot of value out of today's video. Leave a comment down below. I really love to hear from you. Have an awesome day and come and visit me at tiffany-mika.com. Come and download my free book, my free download of the 7 mistakes that entrepreneurs make, and this does apply to sports people as well. You're a sports person. If you're a sports person, you're an entrepreneur, okay? You Inc. Or me Inc. However you want to look at it. So have an absolutely awesome day. Like I said, leave me a comment down below. Share with me what you got best out of today's video. Have an awesome day. Remember, teet high, let it fly. See you soon. Bye-bye.